a great day when you're hanging around. Nothing's ever gonna bring me down. Good times are coming our way. Whenever, wherever, whatever today.
Today is going to be a great day. I am Nikki G, your host. Welcome to the Lone Doctrine, the food for thought exploration station, and your place in making today better than yesterday. Perspective. That is our topic of the month. And before we dive in, I'd like to invite you to message us. You can find us on most social media platforms, and you can also go to our website and let us know what you want to explore and how we can better support you. I read every single email, every single letter, every single DM, and respond personally, and I truly hope to hear from you soon, because the more you reach out, the more we can support you. So, back to the topic at hand, perspective. We've been exploring what perspective is, how we can work on a more positive outlook, and today I'd like to talk about how gratitude for what we have here and now can also support a healthy perspective. Now, before you skip this episode, or if you're thinking, not another #grateful person, not that there's anything wrong with that, but today I'm going to share a twist. Something I do that I haven't found too many people do, so hang tight. Sometimes in life, we get so caught up in the rat race, we live our days from one photocopy to the next, and our hardship tends to grow or get heavier and heavier when they're not properly addressed. Pushing our hardships down, hiding them, hiding our feelings, will just cause you to be a pressure cooker waiting to burst. And you could burst open or end up using the ones you love as an emotional punching bag. Most of the time, not intentionally, but it's happened to the best of us. All the aspects we talk about in this podcast is to prevent those things from happening, to support you in understanding yourself, how your mind works, and how you can best cope, in a nutshell. When our perspective is so dark, we risk everything and anything around us to end up being darker and darker. Although there are many aspects of creating a healthy life, perspective is a big key component. So, I'm going to use myself as example A. I'm the type of person that's always asked why and pursued life as a why not. I've worked really hard to work smart towards my dream, and I've had many challenges and lessons along the way, but sometimes I feel just heavy. I sometimes feel like I'm never doing enough. I'm sometimes sad, wishing for more, but then I have to flip the script because whether you can't or can, you're right. But sometimes I have these long times where I feel drained. I haven't done enough. I haven't accomplished all my dreams. Is anyone even listening to this podcast? Am I helping? Can they really hear that I genuinely care for them, for the world? I'm being very candid because no matter how successful someone may be or how lucky they may seem, everyone has struggles. Everyone in some sort of way. All the negative thoughts come flooding in, and sometimes my daily self-care routine isn't enough. So, here's what I sometimes do that most people haven't done or don't do. I take myself through history. What? Explain. Museums, movies, psych museums, biographies, autobiographies, whatever it may be. This might seem strange, but it's not a cure-all. It just snaps me back to being grounded. Grounded in the fact that no matter how miserable I may feel, just feelings, life isn't all that bad. Now, when I first started using this method that I made up, it wasn't doing a whole lot of good. I thought, even though these people have had it worse, that doesn't take away my struggles or my pain. I was right. But what I neglected to see is that just because someone has it worse doesn't invalidate my life or my feelings. It just gives you a dose of perspective where what you might be facing isn't as bad as it once seemed. I just watched When They See Us on Netflix. I won't spoil it, but you should watch it. It's a true story about a group of boys that were wrongly accused of a crime and went to jail. One who was in solitary for a very, very long time. I was deeply affected by their plight, but gained some perspective. On a lighter note, this may seem strange, but I was on the road touring as a musician on Vans Warped Tour, and it's the longest, gnarliest, dirtiest, most awesome tour, but sometimes we were all roughing it, doing our thing in outhouses, and when I came home to a bathroom and simply had a toilet, I was so grateful. I love being on tour, don't get me wrong, but in more ways than one, just having a bathroom, I gained perspective. So, you may do something similar to this, but if you haven't, I encourage you to try it and share your takeaways with us. What was weighing on your mind or heart? Where did you go? And now how do you see your hardship or your challenge? Sometimes even the deepest challenges, even when you're in the middle of loss, when you're in the middle of disease, when you're in the middle of something very real, sometimes gaining perspective on other people's lives also reassures you that you're not alone. Every time I do this sort of thing, it gives me the energy to push through, to realize that although I'm allowed to feel, we all are. When we can move through and create an opportunity out of a struggle, that's when we make the life the best it can be. I really, really, really hope to hear from you. Remember, visit us all over social media at Lone Doctrine. We're on Instagram the most, so come join us and all the awesome people in the Lone Doctrine community. But we're also on Facebook and Twitter, and you can always go to our website at lonedoctrine.com and send us a message there. I hope you take this challenge, and I really hope I hear from you. But most of all, keep fighting the good fight.
It's a great day.